we've arrived at another year's end where 2021 is over and we're looking forward to what we can do in 2022. Now, unfortunately, just like any other year, I feel like a lot of us make New Year's resolutions that we don't ever actually resolve. We never actually meet our goal. And I feel like that is because we have this mindset of New Year's resolutions are just kind of a motion that we have to go through as the new year comes. We always make them on the 31st and then spend the whole next year really not making any changes and then failing and then redoing it all over again. This year, however, I'm planning on making a change on how I see or view New Year's resolutions and kind of looking at them more like lifestyle changes that I want to make for the rest of my life rather than a resolution that's only going to take 1 year. Now, I do have a list of different habits that I want to change this year. Some of them are personal, some of them are professional, but there's 3 main ones that I want to talk about. And the first one being finding a purpose for all of the tech that I bought all across 2021. Now, ever since high school, I've been a huge fan of tech. I remember watching all the other YouTubers post about tech, and anytime I went to Best Buy, I felt like a kid at a candy store. I wanted to grab everything off the shelf and just use all of it. And 2021 was kind of that year where I just went out and I just bought everything that I could. I bought the newest gaming systems, I bought a new phone, the monitor. I have basically a lot more tech than I can use. It was almost like I was playing that game where you have 10 seconds to pick up as many things as you can, except I have to pay for it and I don't use any of it now. So this year, one of my biggest goals is to not buy any new tech unless I absolutely need it. Now, this is going to have a few exceptions just because I do run a tech YouTube channel. So I will be needing to buy a couple tech items here and there, but really nothing for my personal use unless I actually need it or I need to upgrade something. If you are like me, you probably want to buy all the newest tech just because it looks really cool and you like being an early adopter and having the best tech available as early as possible. But honestly, a lot of the times, all that tech isn't really used to its full capabilities. I remember back in like March or February, I went out and I bought the latest Apple Watch, the Apple Watch SE, because I wanted to pair it to my iPhone and use it for all of these little apps and everything. But in the end, I haven't really downloaded any apps to the Apple Watch, and I've mainly been just using it to see my notifications and to tell the time. This year, I am planning on working out and losing a little bit of weight. So I'm going to be using the activity app a lot more and using a lot more of those sensors on the watch to track my activity, track my calories, and also track my goals into the future. Now, I also bought the latest gaming system, and partly it was for the hype, but I also do enjoy gaming. And unfortunately, I have been a little busy these past few months, so I haven't really been able to game as much. But I am a fan of it, especially to hook it up and play with some family and friends and play some video games. I feel like that's really kind of like a leisure activity that helps me relax and really enjoy my afternoons rather than constantly be worrying about my creative outlets. And that brings me to my second biggest goal this year, and that is to focus on only one creative outlet. And I've always enjoyed learning new things, so it's always been difficult for me to focus only on one thing, especially when it's something brand new. I remember back when I bought my Canon M50 for my YouTube videos, I noticed how much better photos I could take over my phone, and I decided to start using that camera to take pictures and as well as trying to learn to do better video. Now, this led to me struggling on really focusing on exactly one thing. I was trying to learn how to take better photography and at the same time how to take better videos, and this ultimately led to me not really learning anything and not really being better at anything because I was trying to do 2 different things at once and I just didn't have the time. There's a saying that goes that if you are busy trying to catch 2 rabbits, you won't catch either one. And this is really true, especially trying to perfect 2 different things while at the same time having a full-time job and a family that you have to spend time with and that you enjoy spending time with, and that you don't always want to be working. So having a 9 to 5 and then getting home and only working really leads to burnout. So because of that, this year I am going to be focusing only on videography and only focusing on my YouTube channel. And then I'm also going to be cutting back a little bit on my Instagram and not focusing as much on photo. Ever since I started this channel back in 2020, I really have enjoyed making the videos, editing the videos, and especially taking the videos. And because of that, I think it's best if I just focus on this. It's something that I've been putting on the back burner. I've been focusing more on photography lately, but really I enjoy going through the whole process of making a video from the beginning, from a script all the way to when I post it. So because of that, I am dedicating this year to posting 75 more videos on my YouTube channel to make it an even 100, or at least hitting that 100 video mark on my YouTube history, so that I can have more than 100 or exactly 100 videos by the end of this year. And the last point I want to make for setting goals is that you always want to set clear goals. Now, oftentimes when we set New Year's resolutions, because of that, we set goals that are way too broad and we just say, I'm going to be better or I'm going to change something this year, but you don't have anything to measure it for. Setting a clear goal or setting a measurable goal helps you keep track along the year, and you can check back every month and see whether you are actually advancing towards the goal or whether it's time to change something. Like, I guess the best example I can think of is, for me, I want to lose weight. So one thing I can do is measure my weight every month, and that way I can check whether whatever I'm doing with my diet and my workouts is actually helping me reach my goal, or whether I need to change something and try something different. Now, similarly, like I said, I want to post 75 videos, and that is a specific number that I want to post. So over the next months, I can go ahead and track and see how many videos do I have left, how many have I done, and exactly how many do I need to reach that goal by the end of the year. Now, to measure those goals, I am going to start using a lot of my tech and finding use for everything that I have here at home. Like I said, for my workouts, I'm going to start using the activity app on my Apple Watch, and I'm going to go ahead and keep you guys posted on how well that goes and how much I enjoy those apps. The saying "there's an app for that" comes to mind when I think of this, because there really is a lot of apps that can help you keep track of stuff, whether it's how far you run, what your activity is, what your heart rate is, track your meals, calories, whatever. There's a lot of apps out there that you can use, and I am planning on reviewing a lot of them. So go ahead and let me know down in the comments, what is your New Year's resolution goal, and I can help you guys find an app that will help you track your progress so that we can all reach our goals this year. Let's keep each other accountable and let's help one another. So if you also have an app that has helped you this past year reach your goal, go ahead and drop it down in the comments as well, so that you can go ahead and help out the community and we can all see exactly what can help us reach our goals and then maintain that for the upcoming years. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video if you enjoy the content, and as always, thank you for sticking around until the end, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.